what's up? Here we are. Yes, people, almost we have come to the fag end. This is almost the last important chapter of your CA final. Sir, somehow crawling, somehow people, we reach this stage. Uh, I believe, yes, it's going good. Do let me know how you feel. If there is anything else you want to share, feel free. Yep. So I hope you have revised till your the previous part. The FEMA is completed. So let us start with the chapter 3 of technically our module, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Okay. Sir, first let us understand, people, why this chapter, how did they introduce this act, why this act. After knowing all that, let us get into it. Yes? Okay, fair enough. Now, people, let us understand why this act was needed. Yeah. What was happening, what this act tried to solve. Okay. Now, people, imagine in India, the word insolvency is not new. You have seen a lot of people, yeah. Of late, it's not one or two who have become insolvent. Sir, what is insolvent? People, insolvent is insolvent. What is that insolvent, people? So generally what used to happen, imagine there used to be a person, or people, there used to be a company. Sir, these people borrow money. Yes, sir, they borrow money. Sir, they borrow money, and people, they never repay because of any of their financial situations. They never repay these loans. Sir, now, sir, what about the person who gave them the loan, creditor? What rights he had? People, he used to go to court. He used to go to court, and people, he used to stand in the queue. Now, what did the judge Saab say? Judge Saab said, hey, you come in the line, da. Already there are lakhs of cases pending. Even you join the line. Now, people, this was the state. This was the status of our Indian laws. We used to go to under a civil court. This used to be a civil matter. Wherever you have a default in repayment, we go to civil courts. Now, okay, sir, fair enough. Now we'll go, no, sir, what is there? I'll get it solved. Now, people, problem number 2. People in India, regarding insolvency, there is no one law. I'll show you as when we go. There are 3 to 4 laws. Sir, I can come under your civil codes. Sir, I can come under, there is something called Sarfasi, the act which is removed for you. So there is something called as debt recovery tribunals. Sir, you only see how many acts I am telling you. Sir, so people, matter is same, insolvency. But the laws and the courts and the tribunals were many. Sir, the concept is same, but the person, the laws which spoke about that were many. Now imagine I gave money. Where should I go? Imagine I gave money to someone and someone did not repay me the money. Where should I go? Sir, I have 4 laws. Now imagine, people, being aware of the law, I should know which law to go. People, now you think as a layman, where will you go? So people, to solve that, they brought in something called as IBC, Insolvency Bankruptcy Code 2016. Sir, why is it called as a, till now whatever we have seen, people, everything was an act. People, now you are seeing something called as code. Sir, now what is this code? Why isn't it called an act? So people, always remember, I'm just telling you the difference in a very, very layman language and in a short form. Act, people, is generally an act which is passed by the parliament. Correct. Sir, IBC any other way? No, parliament only passes. Then, sir, what is the difference? People, whenever I use the word code, people, code is used whenever you consolidate many laws. So people, there were many laws. I'll put everything under one bracket, under one law, people. Then it is called as Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. So code means, people, regarding this matter, there used to be a lot of various circulars, notifications, rules, sections. People, everything put under one head becomes code. Example, Indian Penal Code. Yeah, there are many codes in India. Yes, so people, so whenever there is a consolidation happens, we call it as a code. Yeah, so that's the difference. Okay, sir, something we got a gyan, what is insolvency and why this act was passed. I'm not going into very detail, history and all, leave it. Let us save our knowledge. Yeah, why to waste? Because it's not there. So, but what is required, we'll learn. Now, people, I told you what was the situation. So, a creditor was always confused where to go. Where to go was one doubt. Second one, people, what was my right? What if the imagine a debtor, what if his assets are limited? What about my right? Will I get back my entire money? So people, this IBCs, it did not only solve the multiplicity of loss, it also solved protection of the person. Sir, how and all we'll see. Yes, okay. Now, sir, we got it. Sir, now we have a doubt. What? So this law talks about insolvency. Is it? Yes, people. This law talks about insolvency. Sir, we have a doubt. What? Sir, is insolvency, bankruptcy? You know, you guys would have heard all these words. Insolvency, bankruptcy, liquidation. Sir, are all these words one and the same? Are all these one and the same? We to use it left and right. We say insolvent, bankrupt, everything is one and the same. Correct, people? Is it all one and the same? So people always remember, insolvency is a state. Insolvency is a state. Sir, what is the state? People, this is a state where your liabilities are more and your assets are less. Your liabilities are more and your assets are less, and not only that, people, you do not have liquidity. Meaning, people, you do not have money, and people, you are not able to repay the liabilities over a period of time. So people, insolvency means what? Imagine, people, what is it new? For example, people, let us take our layman's life. Imagine, people, you all of a sudden you get an expenditure. Yeah, all of a sudden you get an expenditure. It can be a medical bill, or say now COVID time, lot of people faced this. I had to pay lakhs of hospital bill. People, did everyone have money? If you had insurance, okay. If people did not have money, you would have borrowed from someone and you will repay it some other time. Now people, imagine you had 6 lakh, 8 lakh loan on your head. Do you have so much of assets, sir? Your bank balance is zero. Sir, I don't have anything apart from bike. I don't have any property in my name. So am I insolvent? So people, insolvency is a state where your liabilities are more, assets are less, and you are not able to repay them over a period of time. So people, anyone is insolvent. Today, if I ask you how much bank balance you have, you are insolvent only. Yes, agreed or not? So people, insolvent, you will become an insolvent only when you are not able to repay your money even over a period of time. Okay, sir, fair enough. So people, always remember, a insolvency can be either treated or it can be left untreated. Sir, what do you mean by treated and untreated? Treated means, people, you will be able to pay it someday or the other. You will repay. I have, okay, sir, I have fair confidence on me. I'll be able to repay. That is treated. So, insolvency, people, you will be able to repay it someday or the other. Insolvency. Sir, now this is called as treated insolvency. Sir, what do you mean by untreated insolvency? People, untreated insolvency is where you end up in soup. Sir, I am insolvent. I am not able to repay them even any period of time. I don't have cash. I don't have liquidity. Imagine a state, people. I am insolvent. I borrowed some 10 lakh loan, but I have a property in my village. I'll sell it and I'll come and pay. So it can be treated. Yes, people, untreated means, people, you will not be able to repay. So, sir, if at all it is an untreated insolvency, people, you can further be classified into two people. One, you will be called as a corporate person. Sir, or you can be a non-corporate. What do you mean by non-corporate people? People, these can be your companies or LLPs. People, this can be your partnership firms, or people, individuals. Yes. So, sir, untreated insolvency in case of companies, in case of non-companies, non-corporates. That is like you and me. So, people, if there is an untreated insolvency of a corporate, people, this results into liquidation. So, untreated insolvency of a corporate person results into liquidation. Untreated insolvency of a non-corporate, that is individuals, people, results into bankruptcy. Yes, people. So what do you mean by liquidation or bankruptcy, people? That is, we go a little ahead. Sir, this is a state where we sell all the assets of the debtor and we try to realize the money and we try to repay whatever we have realized to the creditors. So people, this is the states, what is the status differences of liquidation, insolvency, bankruptcy. We generally use it, interchangeably, but this is not the case. This is how we use it. Is it clear, people? All of you got a fair idea? Okay, sir, we got a fair idea why this was passed. Why is it called code? What is the difference between insolvency, bankruptcy and liquidation? Okay, fair enough. Now, people, let us go a little ahead in the topic. Okay, first let us try to know some, what is this code? What is really happening? So, people, how I have placed this chapter, I'll be telling you who are the main people in the code. First only I'll tell you off. So when you're going through the entire chapter, you will know, this person, yeah, I know. So this person, yes, you know. Yes, so first I'll introduce to the characters in this chapter. So first people, character introduction. Second people, I'll show you, so insolvency and bankruptcy code, people, there is a process. So I'll show you of the process also in very, very short. In one chart, I'll show you the entire process. People, every process, there is every step. Every step, there will be detailed points. So those points, people, I'll be making as a note. So that I'll be taking simultaneously. So first, let us know the characters. Let us know the process also. And then, people, let us dig in detail. So, okay, this is what happens. Yes, got a fair idea. Excited, Yay, all of you, excited, come on. Let us start. Awesome, people. Sir, Chapter 3, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Overview of, so this was passed in May, people, May 2016. Yes, okay. Now let us try to understand about this code. Okay. Sir, what is exactly there in IBC? People, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, basically this has two stages. The code has two stages in it. Is it, sir? Two stages. First stage is called as insolvency resolution process. The second stage is called as liquidation. Sir, now what is this? Sir, what is this? So people, listen carefully. Imagine, people, there is a creditor. Yeah. Basics first. First basics. So now we got to know that a creditor has been defaulted. A debtor has not paid money. Fair enough. Now what should the creditor do? So people, what we have done is, whoever is the creditor, now the creditor wants his money back. Yes, people. So the creditor applies under Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. He approaches Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code and he asks for his money back. So now how will he ask for the money back? Now that is what we are seeing. Okay, sir. Sir, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code has two stages. One, people, is called as insolvency resolution process. Second stage, people, liquidation. Sir, now what is this? People, stage one, imagine, let us take the example of Kingfisher. Yeah, majorly popular example of insolvency will be a Kingfisher. Now, sir, people, Kingfisher, let us take the example. Corporate person, yes, sir, he is a corporate debtor. He has taken lot of money, people. Hey, people, concentrate. He has taken lot of money, correct, sir? Now, people, imagine Kingfisher has to repay the money. Correct. He has to repay to the creditor. Now, if I ask you, how will you repay, sir? What is there, sir? Shut down his business, sell off all his aeroplanes, whatever he had assets, UB City, Goa May, there is a resort. You just sell off everything and you distribute the money to creditors. Easy, no, sir. Now, people, I'll tell you one thing. The intention of the lawmakers or the government, it is not always to shut down the business. So people think wisely. We also have to think on many other matters. What? People, a company always contributes to your GDP, economy. Just like that, you cannot cut it away. Second one, people, they contribute as taxpayers. If you shut down a company, it's a loss to the economy. Third one, people, imagine the employment. You just shut down a company. What about the employment? So people, the first stage in the code, we try to revive the company. The company is undergoing a bad state, correct? So people, we try to bring it back to its normal stage. That process is called as insolvency resolving resolution. Insolvency resolving process. People, insolvency resolution process. So first stage we try it. So people, imagine heart attack happened. We try to pump with a last effort. People, somehow the last hope we have that this person may survive. Yes, people. So this stage is called as insolvency resolution process. So this stage, people, in this stage, hey people, I hope it's going inside. In this stage, the creditors try for debtors rescue or revival. So we try to rescue him, people. Yes, so we want our money, just that we do not want to end his business also. Sir, we try our best, people. We try, we pump. People, if the person did not survive, what can we do, people? We have to burn him. Yes, people, cremation, people, that is the stage of liquidation. So people, if insolvency resolution process fails, the winding up provision begins. So people, you go into liquidation. Assets sold, money recovered, repaid to the creditors. So people, IRP always has two processes. One is insolvency resolution process, first stage. So going forward, people, I'll be calling this also as corporate insolvency resolution process. Yes, so in many places I would have written as CIRP. CIRP means, people, the company, corporate, company or LLP, corporate insolvency resolution process. So the first stage is we try to revive him. So the second stage is liquidation. Even your chapter, people, have divided in the same way. Yes, people. Now, people, this is very important. Understand. Before going to second point, let us concentrate on third point. Okay. People, under this process, there are majorly 5 pillars. 5 main people. Only the entire chapter revolves around these people. Sir, majorly 5 people. Sir, who are they? People, the pillar number 1 is called as Insolvency Bankruptcy Board of India, IBBI. People, just like every act has a board, a regulator. People, Securities and Exchange Board of India. Yeah, there is an act. People, to take care, there is a regulator, SEBI. Telecom, we have TRAI. Insurance, we have IRDA. So people, in the same way, there is a regulator under this act also. The regulator is called as Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India. So this person is a watchdog. He is the regulator. Yes, people. So he regulates Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. He regulates Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, that is this particular law. He regulates IP, IPA, IU. Sir, ye kya hai, sir? IP, IPA, IU. We'll come back. That is your next, people. Yes, so we'll come back. So people, he basically, overall, he oversees the function of all these people. Yes, so pillar number 1, wherever it is written as IBBI, board, people, this is very important. Many places, we would have referred as board. Don't assume it as a directors. Board here refers to Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India. Is this clear? All of you clear? Fair enough. The next pillar in this act, people, is called as adjudicating authority. People, adjudication, I've told you 100 times. A person who hears, who tries to look into things, and he gives you a decision. Yes, people. So, adjudicating authority, people. The person who hears your matters in this particular act is adjudicating authority. Sir, who is adjudicating authority? Refer point 2 now. So, people, in this code, we have given power to two tribunals. The code, people, it proposes two tribunals. There are two tribunals under this code. Sir, why? To adjudicate this insolvency resolution case. So people, who will take care of this insolvency resolution process? There should be a person, right, who will look into the matter. Adjudication means what? A person who looks into it, who sees, who tells you, who gives you a decision, judgment, decree. Someone should be there. Sir, that is nothing but people, tribunal. Sir, tribunal na tribunal. Okay. Sir, who is that tribunal? Two tribunals you are telling. Who is that? People, listen to this very carefully. Da. What did I tell you? Why was IBC passed? Sir, in India there were laws for many people. For company there were different laws. For individuals there were different laws. People, everything has been put under one particular code now, that is IBC. So now listen to this carefully. If at all, people, the debtor, if at all the person who needs to give you money, the debtor I'm talking about, if the debtor is a company or a LLP. So people, if at all the defaulter, a person who has not paid money, is a company or a LLP, then people, all your adjudicating matters. So people, creditor, I said he comes under insolvency and bankruptcy code, and people, he applies. He writes an application to people. He writes an application to a tribunal. Sir, which tribunal? So people, if at all you are a company or a LLP, if the debtor, I'm not talking about the creditor, if the debtor is a company or a LLP, people, then I will approach NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal. Sir, if NCLT passes any decision, I'm not okay with it. People, you can go for an appeal with National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. Sir, if NCLAT also passes a decision, I'm not okay with it, you can go to Supreme Court of India. Clear? People, try to think that whatever we have seen so far. So IBC, difference. Sir, consolidating the acts. So people, company and LLP, people now concentrate. Sir, what if my debtor is not a company or LLP? Sir, I had given money to an individual or a partnership firm, but he did not repay me the money. Now where should I go? The law says, people, if an individual or a partnership firm, me and you, if we become insolvent, the creditors will go and file an application with Debt Recovery Tribunal, DRT. Clear? So people, company or LLP, if you have any problem, you can go and file it with the NCLT. If it is with individual or partnership firm, you will go with the DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal. If they pass any order, people, if you do not like it, you can go for an appeal with the DRAT. And people, if DRAT, Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal, passes any order, you are not okay with it, you can go to Supreme Court of India. Clear? Hey, sir, voice is coming more. Hey, it was not intentional, da. Voice was not intentional. What? Hey, able to understand, all of you. Nah, okay, awesome. Yes, people. So people, I'm telling you, what I'm giving is character introductions. So people, when you are looking at the chapter, you will know everything. Okay, sir, NCLT. Why NCLT? Sir, a person who would have made default will be either company or LLP. Okay. Sir, if it is written as DRT, then sir, people, you know what? Yes, sir, tell sir. People, you know what? Yes, sir, tell sir. People, people, say thank you to me. No, sir. Say thank you to your institute. Why? People, only this is there in your syllabus. This is not there in your syllabus. Just introduction is there, people. Now, whatever we wrote, but the process, the procedure, how, what happens, it is not there in your syllabus. You need not study this. Is this clear? So people, what you have under your insolvency and bankruptcy code, you have until section 60 people. You don't have beyond that. So sir, indirectly people will be just seeing this part. People will not be going to this part. But you need to know DRT, DRAT until whatever I have written, you know that. Okay, okay, sir. So, sir, we got to know that there is a regulator, there is a adjudicating authority. Sir, now what is the difference? We are getting confused, sir. Sir, they can go to IBBI only, no? Why are they going to NCLT? Day. There is difference between a law-making authority and an adjudicating authority. People, there is a difference between a regulator and an adjudicating authority. Regulator makes law. He oversees the process. Adjudicating authority is actually in the process. He takes the cases. He finds fault. He gives you the decisions. Do not get confused. Okay. Sir, third आदमी ये कौन है? Insolvency professional. People, who is this insolvency professional? So people, insolvency professional is हम दोनों. Meaning what, people? So people, insolvency professional are generally those people. Sir, is it always the same people? No, people. Insolvency professionals are those people who are ideally professionals, that is a CA, CS or a cost accountant people. Now these people, they will write one exam. Sir, first thing, you need to be a professional. People, it's not there in syllabus, don't even worry. But for your understanding, you will have, no sir, we need to know things. Yeah. So first thing, people, you should have been a professional, CA, CS or CMA. And people, you should have had 10 years of experience as a professional, 10 years. And people, you need to write one exam and you need to clear ek aur exam. Sir, ఇదే సాకాಗಿದೆ, ఇదే చాలా అయింది सर. ये एग्जाम ही हमको सर सफिशिएंट सर, हमको नहीं चाहिए सर. But सीधा lot of demand is there, lot of demand. People, and you need to clear one exam. That exam is called lie. Lie sir. See, exam is only lie. Sir, what is lie means, people? Limited insolvency examination. Yes, people. So people, there is a person, the third pillar in this IBC is called as insolvency professional. Sir, now who is this person? People, I'm telling you, creditor should come and apply with the tribunal. I'm telling you, the creditor will come and apply with tribunal. Day you tell da, will creditor know everything? You tell the day, will creditor know everything? Can he manage all that? Going and talking to tribunal, all hearings and all, can he manage? No. So people, there is one person who is a bridge. A person, people, is a bridge. Sir, there is ocean here, there is ocean here. There is a ocean here, there is a ocean here. So people, here people, there is always creditors. Sir, here there is always authorities. Sir, this bridge is IP. IPs are called as people insolvency professionals. Sir, who are they, people? They are us. We need to crack one more exam. You will be called as an insolvency professional. So you are a bridge. You are a bridge. Clear? Basically, people, if I have to tell you, he is the heart. People, this person is the heart. You can mint money, people. Mint money. Yes. So you will connect the authorities. People, I'll tell you what is the advantage of main advantage of IBC also. Sir, you can think, sir, we could have gone to courts only. Main thing, why did we come to IBC? Okay, I'll connect to you. I'll tell you the next point. Yeah. I'll tell you the next point. Yeah. Okay. First, let us concentrate and finish this off. Yes. Sir, I'll tell you, if you want to become an insolvency professional, not important, they have not asked you, but see, who is an insolvency professional? Yeah. Who can be eligibility, and see what is the process. Can you see pass lie, limited insolvency examination, and you can see the criteria. Hey, don't ask me any question here. Why this is not there in your syllabus? But if you want, just have a look at it. Clear all of you? Yes. Yes, just see if you want. You guys can have a doubt. Sir, what if I'm not a professional? If you're not a professional, you will come under this category. If you are a professional, you will come under this category. The 10 years of experience. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. Sir, we got to know who is the insolvency professional. So insolvency professional people is basically we who will connect this entire process. We run around the, post to the pillar. Okay. Sir, insolvency professional, sir, a person enrolled under your insolvency professional agency. Sir, one more person, second, third, fourth pillar, we'll come to that person. And registered with board, IBBI as insolvency professional. So people, he is enrolled under IPA and he is registered with board as insolvency professional. Sir, now ye IPA kya hai, sir? So people, insolvency professional agency. Insolvency professional agency. Sir, now what is this insolvency professional agency? Now people listen carefully. Now I'll ask you one question. Da. Yes, sir. Please ask, sir. How did you become CA? Sir, what nonsense, sir? Sir, did you say that? Yes, people. How did you become CA? You will definitely become da. Correct? Sir, so how did you become CA? Sir, we have a board called ICAI. So we get registered with them. They conduct the exams, sir. It is all taken care by them. If you do anything wrong, they will punish you. If they do any wrong, you will write suggestions and all. So, sir, you are basically monitored by one board on you, one authority on you. So, people now also you are an insolvency professional. Don't you think someone should be there to take your registrations, to pay examination fees, to give you hall tickets? All that will be given by insolvency and bankruptcy board. He already has so many headaches. Will he conduct your hall tickets? Will he do all that for you? No, people. There should be one person to take your registrations. So people, they come and enroll under insolvency professional agency. Is it, sir? Yes, people. Sir, who are these insolvency professional agencies? People in India, as on today's date, there are only 3 insolvency professional agencies. Only 3. Sir, who are they? One is ICAI, one is ICSI, next one is people, Institute of Cost Accountants of India. So people, there are only 3 agencies. So if anyone wants to get enrolled, they have to come and enroll with any of these 3 agencies only. Now, I am a CS. I'll come and I'll enroll with ICSI. You are a CA. You will go and register with your board. Same way, cost accountant will register and enroll under his board. Yes, people. If you are any other person, you can come and register, enroll under any of these boards. Sir, हम आपको नहीं ट्रस्ट करेंगे सर. Okay, wait, I'll show you. Full people, everything practical knowledge. By the end of the chapter, you guys should know everything in this chapter. What? Okay, yes, sir. Okay, sir. So people, I'll open IBBI. So till now, people, these 3 people are registered. Can you see these people? ICAI, ICSI, and your ICAI. Basically, your cost accountants, basically CMAs. Yes, people, can you see? Can you see? So 3 both people. Yes, getting a fair idea, all of you. Okay, sir. Now, let us go back. So, sir, we got to know about the third person. Who is the third person people? Sorry, fourth person, the fourth pillar people, insolvency professional agency. Sir, what do? People, they regulate insolvency professionals, that is these people. So they regulate insolvency professionals. They grant membership to members. So people, once you clear the exam, they will give you membership number. Just like CA, CS, same thing. Sir, they will monitor the insolvency professionals' performance. Clear? Hey people, clear? Hey people, clear? Going inside or not? Nod your head. Yes, people. Sir, fifth pillar in this particular act, people, he is called as information utility. Information utility. Information utility. Now, people, what do you mean by information utility? IU. Now, imagine people, whenever you're filing application with NCLT, adjudicating people, this entire act, people, is a mastermind. They have not left any loopholes. But still, yes, there are problems. I'll tell you as and when we go deeper. Sir, IU, okay, what do they do? Now, people, imagine whenever a creditor is applying for, the NCLT, the creditor tells, sir, I had given the debtor money, but the debtor has not paid me the money back. Now, people, you tell me one reason. What if that news is entirely havoc? That news is not authentic. That's a fake news. On fake news, he has filed a case on the debtor. Can't it happen? Now imagine, people, what is the wastage of time the adjudicating authority will have to face? And what is the genuinity, authenticity of the information? So people, a data bank was created that is called as information utility. So people, whenever a person has given any loan to any person and a person has defaulted, sir, all those records will be filed by those creditors with information utility. Now imagine, people, Kingfisher has taken money from SBI. SBI will upload it here. People, Kingfisher did any default. He did not pay interest. He did not pay the repayment. People, the creditor will come and upload here. Sir, what will this person do? People, this person will authenticate the information, whether this is right or wrong. Now, people, when the creditor wants to go to adjudicating authority, he can download the information from information utility. Adjudicating authority will close the eyes and accept the application. Why, people? Because it is an authenticated information. People, look at the time saving. Are you getting every point, every stage we are trying to save time? Okay, now see, what does information utilities do? It collects, collates. Collect means, people, gather. Collate means put it together. Authenticate. Authenticate means what? Whether they are genuine or not. And disseminate. Disseminate means give it to people whenever they want. What? Financial information. People, it stores information in a centralized electronic database. It facilitates swift decision making in resolution proceedings. Whenever you want any information like this, you can get. Sir, we want to see who is that information utility. People, there is only one information utility. There is only one information utility. So this person is that. National E-Governance Services Limited. Yes, people. So this person is the information utility. So people, if you can come here, you can see. IU service, I'll click. Can you see that? Financial creditor, operational creditor, borrower, guarantor, home buyers. People, you remember all this. I'll come back here. I'll come and tell you what are they. Financial creditors, operational creditors. There is something called as MSME. People, there is a guarantor, home buyers. Sir, what is all that? We'll see. Clear, people? Okay. Now see, I'll click on financial creditor. Can you see registration, submission of data? I'll click on submission of data. Where did it go? Now see, the record of default. I getting the point? So people, I can get any information here. Not only that, other creators can know what is the status with that particular company. Yes, now see. Okay, all this will come later. First, let us learn what is what basics and then we'll come. So you will understand better. Okay, so people, quick revision, people. The code has two stages. First one, people, corporate insolvency resolution process. We try to rescue the company. We'll try to make sure the company continues. So we'll take steps for that. The second stage, people, if CIRP doesn't work, we end up in liquidation. People, the company, the code has majorly 5 pillars. These are important, people. One is IBBA, called as board. people, Insolvency Bankruptcy Board of India is a regulator for all these people. Second one, people adjudicating authority. Sir, third one, people, Insolvency Professional, Sir, Insolvency Professional Agency, people, they are basically who gives us our membership numbers or who with whom we should enroll. Yes, people, and the last one is called information utility. People, this person stores the data. So whenever you want information, you can take it. So people, why I am telling, sir, people, future also I'll be telling each of their duties will be seeing, but know them. At least try to store it here. These people are there. So Insolvency Professional plays the major role. Yeah. So remember them. I'll come back. I'll tell you who are they, what they'll do. I'll tell you everything. ए मैं हूं नाडा क्यों रे टेंशन कई को टेंशन okay now people, first thing, sir, what is this CIRP? You said no, first stage, corporate insolvency resolution process. Sir, why this code? First of all, why should the creditor come here? So people, first thing, who can initiate CIRP? It can be a corporate debtor, a financial debtor, or corporate debtor, financial creditor, or an operational creditor. Sir, who are they? Don't worry, we'll be seeing in detail. Yeah, we'll come back. That is where our discussion starts. We'll go into detail. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Now let us see here. So who can initiate? Just ignore. Sir, now people, sir, tell me one thing. I had given 1,000 rupees to my friend. My friend is not paying me this 1,000 rupees back. Can I come and file a case under IBC, sir? Is it possible? People, they will kick you and send. So people, if you want to come to IBC, then minimum amount of default people should be at least 1 crore. 1 crore or more people, they are only eligible to approach IBC. So if it is less than IBC, people, you know what? In May, people, I mean, this code was introduced in the year 2016. When this code was made, people, the minimum amount of default, that is who can approach IBC, the amount of default was 1 lakh. So if at all someone had a default, you made a default of 1 lakh people, you can come to IBC. People, lakhs of cases, not possible to handle. So people, now minimum amount of default should be 1 crore rupees. Sir, less than that, IBC is not applicable to you. More than that, then you can come under IBC. Yes, sir. Now people, I'll tell you one information. Yes, sir. But it's not there in your syllabus. But I know most of you will have this doubt. Sir, tell off, sir. Then why, sir? Okay, wait. Sir, now what is the doubt? Sir, now our doubt is, you're saying that we try to make sure that all this insolvency and all is very easy. And you're telling that if at all my minimum default is 1 crore, I can come here. Sir, what if my default is less than 1 crore? I don't have any resolution in India, is it? Sir, what about me, sir? So people, this is not there in syllabus, but just for your information, I'm telling you, if at all minimum amount of default is less than 1 crore, there are various other bodies also, people. Now people, there is one act called as people, Recovery of Debts and Bankruptcy Act. So under this act, people, there is a Debt Recovery Tribunal and DRAT. Under this act, DRT and DRAT was established. Just like NCLT, NCLAT was established under Companies Act. So people, now see, if banks and financial institutions, if their money, now imagine, Yes Bank gave us money, but it was less than 1 crore. Now what to do? People, now see, the RDB Act provides for establishment of debt recovery and debt recovery appellate with appellate jurisdiction for expeditious adjudication, quick, and recovery of debts due to the banks and financial institutions. Clear, all of you? Insolvency and bankruptcy of individuals, partnership firms, and matters therewith. So people, banks, financial institutions, individuals, and people, partnership firms come under DRT and DRAT. Clear, sir? But you said corporate and LLP come under NCLT and NCLAT. What is this, sir? The act aims to safeguard the interest of banks and financial institutions as lender, while not discouraging the borrowers. The tribunals have not yet commenced taking up insolvency as that is matters as the related provisions are yet to in. People now see the act is applicable to cases where the amount of debt to any bank or financial institution defined under the act is 20 lakh or more. So, sir, if at all your bank has given, imagine people, less than 1 crore, people, if it is 20 lakh to 1 crore, you can come to DRT. Clear? Clear? Okay. Sir, you know about us. You only answer what? Sir, what if it is less than 20 lakh? So people, there was one more act which was removed from your law itself. In your chapters, people, there was something called as SARFAESI. Securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interests. SARFAESI. People, this chapter was there for you, but it was removed. So people, under this chapter, if at all your debt is less than 20 lakh, people, you can come here. Sir, but how much? People, minimum is 1 lakh. So people, up to 1 crore people, that is only that much is there in syllabus, you go to IPC. People less than 1 crore people, you come under DRT, debt recovery. Sir, even less than that, sir, you will come under SARFAESI. Just have a look at it. This is not there in syllabus, but just for your information, I'm telling. Yes, so just read it once if you guys want. Clear, all of you? Yes, this is not there in syllabus. Yappa. Okay, yeah. See, I have to give disclaimers. Hey people, and if you have any doubts, tell me which topic you have a doubt. Randomly don't ask, because yesterday someone was asking me, sir, how come is this valid? How will I know? Da? You should at least tell me where. For me, it just shows in video lesson 4, there is a doubt. Which lesson? Da? Which topic? I should go, I should watch. So make sure you guys tell me which topic you have a doubt. Clear? Sir, you should have told this in the first lesson. What to do? See, I'm telling in the last. I can't go to first also now. Okay. Sir, why IBC? I can still go under those acts only. No. People, this is the crux. This is the life of this chapter. People, before IBC came into picture, insolvency people in India, winding up insolvencies were taking people in one of the state. I can't name you the state. People, the average time taken was around 10 to 13 years. 10 to 13 years to resolve a insolvency related dispute. So people, the main reason of introducing IBC, one, to consolidate. Second one, people, to make the process expedient. Meaning people, we want to fast the process, speeden the process. So people, remember to this carefully. So people, in this act, we give you time. How much? 180 days. So people, 180 days is given to you to resolve the company. Meaning people, pump until 180 days. CIRP, Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, stage 1. People, takes 180 days. So law tells you 180 days you try to save your company. In 180 days, sir, I could not save, sir. People, you can ask for extension. You can ask for an extension with adjudicating authority, that is NCLT. Adjudicating authority will give you one-time extension of 90 days. Yes, sir. Sir, there is 330 days. As of now, don't worry. I'll again come back to that part. But for now, just concentrate. 270 days time is given. Don't ask question on 330 days here, because in later part, I'll be clarifying what is 330 days. So, sir, people, in short, people, in 270 days, you have to finish the entire process. In 270 days, people, you need to finish the entire process. Is this clear? Yes, done. Okay. People, there is one more thing called as fast track procedure. Sir, I can't wait for 270 days also. Sir, what about me? People, this fast track procedure is not available to everyone. These are selected people, like small companies. They can come under fast track process. You can complete the entire process in 90 days. People, this is a recent amendment, people. PPIRP, pre-packaged insolvency resolution process. People, this should be completed in 120 days. Day one thing that don't think, sir, what are you telling? We are not understanding anything. People, once we complete the entire chapter, you will have all these in your fingertips in the first page. People, this is what is a chapter. I've put everything under first try to understand these things. Yes, people. So, sir, basically, people, we wanted to do everything in a time-bound procedure. So, generally, people, if you're a normal company, you go for a corporate insolvency resolution process. People, the time taken, people 180. You can ask for extension of 90 days, people. Yeah. Your doubts, sir, what if it did not work out? We were not able to safeguard the company. We'll come back. It goes to liquidation. Sir, fast track process for a selected companies, people, up to 90 days you need to complete it. People, the next one is called PPIRP. People, the maximum time you have is 120 days. Clear, all of you? So, people, what I tell, casually go through this. Now, whatever I told you is given here. Yes, see, objective of the code. Improved handling of conflicts between creditor and debtors. We were going to various places, people. Now everything in one. Avoid destruction of value. So people, time-bound procedure. The value of the assets won't reduce much. Yes. Drawing line between malfeasance and business failure. So people, if you're a genuine person, we try to save you. Malfeasance means people wrongdoing. Business failure. So always remember, people, whenever a company goes for insolvency, that doesn't mean they have done wrong. Their business might have failed. Yes, not all insolvencies is because of wrongdoing. It can be genuine business failure. Now Nokia, now imagine if Nokia becomes insolvent. People, it is not because they did wrong. Yeah, but their business failed. I hope you're getting the difference. Clearly allocate the losses. Who should get how much? Yeah, IBC 2016. Now, whatever I told you. So, people, structure of the code. So, insolvency and bankruptcy code, people, it has 5 parts. Part 1, introduction, application, and definition of the code. We have everything. Part 2, insolvency resolution and liquidation for corporate persons. So, people, part 1 and part 2 we have completely. Part 3, lays down procedure for insolvency and resolution bankruptcy for individuals and partnership firms. People, this is not there. The law also is not completely made for this process for individuals and partnership firms. It is not completely made. Part 4, regulation of insolvency professional agencies and information utilities. Here and there we have this topics. Here and there they will be getting it. I told you, insolvency professional. We'll be reading about them a little. Part 5 includes provision for miscellaneous matters. Not much. So only thing we'll be seeing in detail is part 1 and part 2. As I told you, we'll have 60 sections. In total, there are 255 sections. Abba. Sir, only 60 is there for us. Yes, people, foundation of the code. Crux. Now, whatever I made you guys write. Yeah. Bankruptcy of individual and firms. So people, this is very good things here. Questionable point. This code will override all the other laws. So people, imagine you have a GST law. If you have any other tax laws, in that law it says you first have to pay to a, say for example, employee, then you need to pay to a workman. But IBC says you need to pay workman first and then employee. People, this will prevail over all the other laws. So this law, people, will have an overriding effect on all the other laws. This will have the superior power. Is this clear, all of you? Okay, see what else is there. Extent and commencement, sir, as per section 1. Okay, we'll do one thing, people. You guys read till there and then watch the next video. Yes, so you will have a connectivity. Yeah, people, I hope the introduction was clear. What is IBC? Why? Who are there? So that you will understand the next parts better. Yes, people. First watch this, read this, then come to the next part.